So, ayan na nga mga guys. Talagang nangangatog na po ang tuhod, no, ng mga DD sheets ni na Duterte, ni na Harry Roque, at yung iba pang mga involved. Nangangatog na nga po ang tuhod nila mga kaibigan dahil eto nga po mga kaibigan, magmula po itong sa post ng ating DOJ Secretary Boying Rimulya. Sabi po niya dito, "We're not in the business of blocking the Interpol. We respect the actions of Interpol. The ICC can request the Interpol to implement its order. The International Court currently probes Duterte's drug war." So yan na mga kaibigan, yan na ngayon ang magiging problem nila. Kasi alam naman natin na tayo po ay isa sa mga bansa na meron po tayong kasunduan na sa Interpol. Kung meron tayong mga, halimbawa, mga Filipino na mga fugitive na nasa ibang bansa, pwede din po tayong mag-request na pauwiin nila yung Filipino na yon dito sa Pilipinas, no? So, ganun din po. So, tayo, hindi po natin pwedeng i-block itong Interpol. Kung pupunta po sila dito para isa-serve po nila yung warrant of arrest, hindi po natin pwedeng i-block yun. Kasi, makaka-apekto po ito sa ating international stand, mga kaibigan. So, alam niyo sa totoo lang kung ako na lang dito sa mga tao na to na involved dito, mga kaibigan, sa ICC, mga wanted ng ICC, mga kaibigan, kung ako sa kanila, sumuko na lang sila pag dumating dito yung ICC, sumama sila at harapin nila, mga kaibigan, yung consequence ng kanilang ginawa. Ipagtanggol nila ang sarili nila, diba? O ipagtanggol nila ang sarili nila, bibigyan naman sila ng ng due process, hindi naman sila basta-basta ikukulong, diba? Kasi mga kaibigan, nung mga panahon na ginagawa nila itong mga bagay na to, ang tatapang nila, di ba? Tapos yung dating Pangulo pa, sasabihin, sige, gawin niyo yan, sagot ko. Sagot ko yan. So, dapat, harapin nila kung ano man ang magiging consequence ng kanilang mga pinaggagawa dati. Harapin nila, di ba? Tama lang naman mga kaibigan, wala namang mali sa ginagawa. Sa totoo lang wala pong mali sa ginagawa ng pamahalaan natin dahil ang pamahalaan po natin ngayon ay talagang sumusunod lang po sa batas. Yun lang po yun. Wala pong iba. Pero ito nga, galit na galit sila. Ang sinasabi nila, harassment yung ginagawa kina Kibuloy. Hello? Paano magiging harassment yan? Marami talagang kaso si Kibuloy at marami talagang reklamo sa kanya. At hindi basta-basang kaso kundi rape, human trafficking. Dapat talaga si Kibuloy ay mag-appear na talaga siya at sagutin na lang niya, huwag na siya magtago. Total, kinoconsider naman niya sarili niya as son of God, di ba? Meron pa silang pa-curse kay PBBM. Kinurse pa nila si PBBM. Hello, sa kanila yun babalik. Dahil mga kaibigan, ang isang mabuting tao, hindi yan tumatabla ng curse. Ang isang mabuting tao, hindi po tatabla ng curse yan. Kasi, mga kaibigan, guarded po yan, covered po yan ng dugo ng Panginoong Jesucristo. Pag mabuti kang tao at may pananalig ka sa Diyos, hindi ka tatablan ng mga curses na sinasabi nila Kibuloy. Diba? Mga kaibigan, ano pa? Kaya yun lang ang mapapayo ko, mga kaibigan, no? Sa kay Digong, harapin na lang niya. Harapin niya yung consequence ng ginawa niya. Hindi naman kasi pwedeng ang dami-dami mong nabiktima nung kapanahunan mo. Pagkatapos, wala lang. Hindi pwede yun. Kailangan talaga yun may hustisya. Hindi pwedeng walang hustisya yun. Sa sobrang dami ng mga na ganon, sa sobrang dami ng extrajudicial killing, hindi pwedeng ganon na lang yun. Hindi pwedeng basta-basta kalimutan na lang yun. Diba? Kaya, harapin mo, no, Digong, harapin mo kung ano ang consequence ng mga ginawa mo, harapin mo. Huwag kang matakot. Kasi ginawa mo yan eh. Tsaka isa pa, matanda ka na eh. Dapat nga hindi ka na natatakot kasi matanda ka na eh. Diba? 80 years old ka na. Matanda ka na. Dapat hindi ka na natatakot. Kasi kumbaga, na gamit mo na yung buhay mo eh. 80 years old ka na nga eh. Diba? Pero bakit takot ka? Pagkatapos, rarali-rali kayo, maisog. Yung pala, duwag naman pala kayo. Diba? So, yun lang masasabi ko. Harapin mo ang lahat ng ginawa mo. nung ginagawa nyo yan noon, ang tapang-tapang nyo, ang dami nyong mga pinagyayabang nyo pa, ginawa nyo pang accomplishment report. Biruin mo accomplishment report, ginawa nyo. Pinagmalaki nyo, 20,000. Yung 20,322 ang naganon. Pagkatapos, ngayon, payback time, magtatago kayo. Huwag. Linisin nyo ang pangalan nyo, harapin nyo ang kaso nyo. Kung wala kayong kasalanan, harapin nyo talaga yung kaso nyo. Pero alam naman natin na may kasalanan kayo. Kaya kayo natatakot. Kaya ayaw nyong humarap dahil alam nyo na may kasalanan kayo. Peace!
Of the government, but for Olgen, former Senator Antonio Trillanes also released an ICC document yet to be verified, questioned by the former PNP chief Oscar Albayalde. The document identifying 5 persons as suspects in this case. First of all, can you verify with us? Does that document exist? And has the ICC coordinated or communicated with the Philippine government? You know, since Mr. Trillanes has brought up this matter, this supposedly confidential matter, I am compelled to say something about it so that it will be seen by the people in its proper context. Yes, there is a communication. There is a request from the ICC prosecutor requesting assistance from the Philippine government to facilitate the interview of 5 individuals. And the reason for this is this. The ICC prosecutor cannot apply for a warrant of arrest unless he has full information about the facts that happened in the Philippine drug war. So far, the ICC prosecutor has seen much on the side of the complainants, but nothing much on the side of those being accused. So it is the duty of the prosecutor under Article 54 of the Rome Statute to investigate all facts, whether incriminating or exonerating, so that he presents a balanced picture to the pretrial chamber, who will determine whether it will issue a warrant of arrest or not. What has the ICC communicated? It has communicated, it's the ICC prosecutor who communicated that request to the Philippine government for a CISCAN review. In other words, interview for the government to facilitate the interview of these people, whether at The Hague or in the Philippines, or if those 2 options are not possible, for the Philippine government itself to conduct the interview on behalf of the ICC prosecutor. And would you assist? What is this? What did you respond? Well, how did you respond? I am not sure about the final reply to the ICC prosecutor, but knowing fully well that the Philippine government through the president has repeatedly stated that we have no legal duty to cooperate or to lend assistance, then probably the answer is negative. But that does not mean that the ICC prosecutor cannot continue his investigation. He can do so. He can interview these 5 people directly, correct? You know, like we are saying, the government will not be involved. You're not gonna get in the way. No, we will not get in the way. The ICC prosecutor can do that voluntarily by himself, directly talking to this. So, Jen, when was this? I'm just trying to work out the time. 4th of July. Just this month, hi. Yes, so you got the communication just in July. Yes, and I'm saying all of this so that we have a proper context for what Mr. Trillanes says. As far as you know, has the Philippine government issued a final response? I'm not sure about that. I tried to check before I went here, but I didn't get a reply. There's no signal. Is it yung EOJ? Is it more when it need assault? Yeah. It's a bit confusing. Is it not your office that has to respond to the ICC? It's the Department of Foreign Affairs. So the Department of Foreign Affairs is the official channel. It related to us, and it also related to Malacanang, to the office. Do you need consensus for the answer, or the answer just has to come from you? Were the government's lawyer. We recommended the final say will be with the office of the president. And routed through the DFA, perhaps. Yes, okay. The channel will use the DFA. And again, lastly, you don't think there's, under the Marcos administration, there's a chance for the Philippines to return to the ICC fold? Not in the immediate future, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, good.